Okay, the last video talked about finding the points on the coordinate graph. So remember the x is always first and the y is second. So on the back of that worksheet that I emailed to you, number 4 is doing the same thing as number 3, finding the spots on the coordinate plane. Now here, especially on letter H, you can see it's right at the crossroads. So here you can see you don't go up or down or back and forth, so you're not going back and forth on the x is 0, and then the y is still right there, so that would be 0. So that would be the point 0, 0. Okay? Remember, these are quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So that's what number 5, 6, 7, and 8 are asking, is gives you the points and then asks you what quadrant are they in. State the quadrant or axis that each point lies in. So here I got -2 and 1. So if the x is -2, so I got to go -1, -2, and the y is a +1, it puts me up 1. It puts me into this spot here. So that would be quadrant 2. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, 3, and 4. So this one will be quadrant 2. Okay, here I got two negatives. I got a -3x and a -2y. So therefore I go -2 and then -3y. So it puts me down in this area. So therefore this will be quadrant 3. And then J, I got 2 positive. So I got 1, 2, 3 on the x and +1 on the y. So that puts me in this spot. So that would be quadrant 1. Now before, when we were graphing, you could see here it says letter U, you got 1-0 or 1, 0. So that's the x and that's the y. So it says I got to go, whoops. Let's see if I can get it all on the same time. It says here I got to go, the x is 1 and the y is 0. So the x is 1 and the y is 0. So that would be right here at this spot. So it's not in any quadrant. It's right on the line of x. We didn't go up or we didn't go down. So it's not in any of the quadrants. It's actually on an axis. It's on the x-axis. So if it ends up on the x-axis, if it's 0, then you just say it's on the no quadrant. It's on the x-axis. Okay. If it's the other way, if you have a coordinate that said 0, 3, means you don't go back or forth on the x, but you go up 3 on the y. Well, that's not in any of the quadrants. It's right on the y line or the y-axis. So here it's not in any of the quadrants. That would end up being the y-axis. Okay? So go ahead and give the rest of them a try, and then you can compare to the answer sheet.